Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be trying to run Minecraft on the Galaxy J3 Achieve. For this testing, I am going to be using my old one because I put Minecraft on here already instead of my new one. Because I'm basically just trying to stress this old one out until it completely dies, because might as well make the best of it before it completely dies. So far the loading times are good. Currently it is on stock settings. Basically everything on by default. It's on the default chunk distance of 6. So first we're gonna try and make a new world. Yeah, there's worlds on here from when I used to play, but I checked them out a few days ago whenever I installed it. But I had those worlds like 2 years ago because I used to bring this phone with me everywhere as my backup phone. So we're just gonna create a survival world here. I changed the difficulty to easy because mobile is fun. Not like it matters because it's going to be daytime, but I've also got a multiplayer world opened. Focus. Focus. Why won't you focus? Or don't. My controller's off though because I don't want to kill the battery. Anyway. This video is also going to be unedited, uncut. Also, sorry for the fans, but they just have to be on for obvious reasons. Also, I'm going to try and upload content more often. And if you don't already notice, I'm recording in 480p at the moment. Sorry, but yeah. Okay, we're in the world. There is no FPS counter, so I'm going to have to use my eyes for this, which isn't too bad because I'm used to doing this, sort of. And I can tell a difference between 30 and 60. 30, when I was stuck to 30 FPS on one of my old Xboxes, like my 1S, when I was stuck to 30 FPS on some games that locked it to 30, it looked so smooth. But when I looked at 60 FPS after getting a 1X in 2019, whew. Anyway. So as far as looking, obviously I'll also have to give it a minute, because usually if you let this sit, this is the same thing my S23 does when I go on Java Edition. Not Bedrock though, because Bedrock runs great on this. But if you let this sit, I'd imagine it'd probably run a little bit better, because I barely use this J3. So yeah. Anyway. I don't know how easy it is to tell on camera, because I'm not sure what frame rate this is recording at. Probably 30. But most of the time, it looks to be about 30, 40 FPS. And that's fine. That's honestly great. And if you go on eBay, if you want to get a phone like this in good condition, like maybe not new in box, which is fine, doesn't really matter. But if you want, like, you can usually find these for like $20, $25, $30 on eBay. That's a lot better. This phone is a lot better than some of the new budget phones that Samsung makes today. Because, let's be real, the A03s, the phone my dad has, was $50, and it runs about as well as you'd expect. Anyway, I'm trying to prevent myself from rambling, but I still am. Yeah, just looking around, it looks like the frame rate's around 50. But now, let's push this thing to the limit. And then we'll go into creative, start flying around, and see how that performs. Yes, my FOV is maxed because that's what I do. Okay. I have to be very careful. That's why I can't hold the camera there, because I have to be careful I'm not swiping my finger over the piece that there's missing glass from. I accidentally exited out of the game. Yay. Come on. It is kind of sad that a cheap phone is loading Minecraft faster than an Xbox One X or an S. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's, not too bad. Now, at least. Now the chunks are loaded. So, yes. Minecraft is... yeah. Loading new chunks might be a problem on higher render distances, but it's okay. You're definitely not going to want to play on these settings. Now, obviously, I think we know what's going to happen if I turn all the settings off. And honestly, that's what I do every time. Even on my Xbox Series X, I turn off my settings all the time. Why? I don't know. I'm just so used to doing it. Any new device I get and that I put Minecraft on, I turn all the settings down, turn all the settings off to maximize frame rate. Because I'm not a big fan of graphics. Well, I mean, I am. I just don't care for games like this because, look, the game's made out of pixels. Anyway, and plus I'm a nerd. Oh, right, I'm not in creative. What am I doing? Yes, turn on cheats. I'm not logged in anyway. Stop giving me tooltips. I know how to play the game. Thank you. Okay, yeah, now we're getting what looks to be 60 FPS. So, absolutely, Minecraft is playable on this, even on the default settings. Creative, though, with how that was performing with chunk loading, but let's try on the lowest settings. Let's just try flying. You know what? Okay. Performance isn't too bad, but chunk loadings... Great. My grammar's superior. What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong. Anyway. So maybe, like, frame rate isn't impacted too much. I'd say it goes down to about 20 FPS. And obviously, performance may be different to you because, A, if your storage is low, it's probably not going to perform great. But let's be real, this phone only has 16 gigs, and if you update it to the max, it'll only have 7. That's what I only updated the Android version on my new J3, and I didn't update to the latest security patch, because I don't care. I'm not retarded, so I don't download APKs from random websites. Anyway, that's off topic. So, absolutely, you can play Minecraft. We're not going to do the TNT test, because who's realistically going to place down a bunch of TNT? Alright, I'm going to delete all these worlds, because I'd imagine that some of them are going to be taking up my space. Delete. Delete. Yes. Delete. Thank you. Delete. Thank you. Delete. I have a copy of this world. Why is it in hashtags? Alright, so now... Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi. So now I'd like to try multiplayer, and I don't have a spare Microsoft account, so I'm just going to use LAN, which works now. I don't know what happened in 1.20 Microsoft, but you fixed it now with LAN games not working. I'm so happy that LAN is still a thing. This video is so long already. I would have just screen recorded this, but if you don't know, screen recorders tend to drag down your performance, obviously, because it's capturing the screen, so it has to use the GPU. Why are you no worky? Yes, I have both s'mores and dank pods vocabulary. My world's open. I just took a screenshot by accident. I will eventually make a world tour. This used to be a survival world of ours, but after someone griefed it, I just gave up and rebuilt it in creative. I still have the original survival world. We fixed everything. It's nowhere near as sophisticated as this. Alright. LAN games are not working. I look stupid now. Don't I? Yes. Yes, I do. Again, I'm not editing this video. I'm too lazy. Because the problem is with my editing software is that it makes the video inefficient and it takes up much more space than it needs to. Okay, I am gonna pause the video though until I fix this. So, unfortunately, no matter what I did, for whatever reason, it would not let me connect to LAN. So I ended up just looking it up, and after a while, someone said that it runs at about 15 to 25 FPS, but that's on the default graphics, and they never tried it on the minimum. So, for multiplayer, again, it is playable, but I would recommend going on to the minimum graphics for the best frame rate possible. But for whatever reason, LAN playing is not working, and I don't feel like logging in on this thing because this is not my device to play on because I don't want to get cut. So, yeah, there you go.